Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? It is another beautiful Sunday morning here in Minnesota, and we're going to get into this model cars and coffee today. So first of all, we got to get to the model shop, and we need to get out of here. So we've had enough of working on one-to-one stuff for the last few days, so it's time to get some styrene addiction going. So let's get through this intro, and we'll meet you over in the model shop. Be right back. Alrighty, so we're back in the model shop, got our coffee. I knew I was missing something out there. It's that coffee, which I've been trying to cut down on. I've been drinking a lot more tea again lately. So, first off, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. If there are any of the mothers that are watching this channel, happy Mother's Day to you. I know we have quite a few female builders that are out there. I know a few of them I think are mothers and some of them are not, but I got a neat little present the other day. Some cheapy brushes from Harbor Freight. My kid brought them home. So they're like $2 for this big bag of brushes. Like I said, they're like a cheapy old watercolor brush, but these things are great for using as disposable, like if you're to paint on glue, not like model cement, but say Mod Podge or any of that stuff like that, or even just a cheap brush that that you're using to touch up flocking or something like that. You're putting some paint in there and then pouring flocking in there. If you get any like bald spots, you probably could trim them back too and make them smaller, but for $2 and there's 20 of them in there, that's not bad at all. So we're gonna give those guys a try. Other than that, on the bench, like I said in the beginning part of the video, we've been out working on one-to-one stuff, which has been kind of nice and refreshing, giving me a little time to figure out a few things that I need to do on some builds. We've got some more progress done on the shop truck chassis, so we're getting to the point where we're getting ready to glue all of the suspension in there. We're going to keep this very simplistic on the chassis. Just get all the suspension in there. We're going to then paint it, and we're going to weather the chassis up to make it look like it's actually being used as a parts runner. So that will make things a lot simpler there. We pretty much got the diesel engine to fit. I just don't have a transmission for the diesel motor yet. So maybe that's what I'm going to do today, is either go online and look at if anybody's got one that's already in one of the printer guys' thing, like VCG resin. Check to see if he's got anything. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go and see if I can find a file and fire up the old printers here, which has been a little bit since we've done that. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, we did get a box from BCG, and I just had not done a video yet. I was going to save it for what did you buy Wednesday, but basically Bruce and Joe from Big Sky, them guys all got the same stuff as well, which is all great stuff. Bunch of neat little packs, so I don't need to go through everything because those guys did a much better job. But we got toggle switches here, on and off switches. We've got side and rear view mirrors. Those come in very, very handy. A lot of the kit stuff is kind of boogered up, and the way they have it on the tree kind of sucks, and so sometimes you kind of nick it. The battery cable one, now Joe did a really good description of that, and those are really nice and small. The other one that really caught my eye here too was the distributors. Those look really cool. It looks like the holes are sized just right to put your spark plug wire in there. And then what is this one? Oh yeah, this one here is the fire extinguisher kit. So another really good deal. And then the turbo thrush mufflers. So all great knickknacks and stuff like that. In fact, you know, I have bins up here that I store all these parts in, and it works out really phenomenally well, if you ask me. So I have one up here that is strictly VCG stuff that I've bought or that I've gotten from Josh, and this works out really well. So it's just a quarter turn top, comes right off, keeps everything sealed up as well. So I have a bunch of model parts in there. Here, I'll show you real quick. Let me flip this around. All right, so you can see here. So I have a bunch of model parts in there as well. Wheels, tires, parts, pieces, chrome, engine parts. There's tires in one. These things work out really, really well. So there you got some tires. I think I have it to where I have like street tires and drag tires separated in those taller ones. So that, you know, it's nice. These are all just wheels and wheel backs. There's just a bunch of miscellaneous chassis parts there. This here is all engine parts. And then we've got one with just kit engines. And then I have some, this one has a few parts and pieces that are cast, resin cast, and aluminum cast parts. Then I have one with all my clears and translucent, like taillight pieces. We have some drag wheels in here. Some spare 3D printed stuff that I've done, my mess. I do have one with Iceman stuff because I had bought some stuff from Iceman long before I even got the printer. So we have our Iceman stuff separated. Before I found Josh too, there was I was getting some of these J's resin wheels off of eBay. And then same thing, there was some stuff from that wand for you on eBay as well. So, and then this one here is just some more spare parts that I've printed. And then this one here, which is empty, usually has my little snacks, as Bruce likes to give me crap about. So anyhow, let's flip this back around. Alrighty, so there you have it. Those are great ways to store your parts and pieces. Maybe your wife wants to get some new ones. Maybe you can talk her into giving you her old ones. Maybe you got to buy her some roses, one other thing. But they're great tools to store your parts and pieces. It's helped me out a ton. Many of you may know from watching that I bought a small collection of model cars, and there's a bunch of parts, and that helped me out a ton between those parts and parts that I had from, you know, my childhood to organize that, and I can find it very easy instead of digging through a bunch of old boxes or scouring through a bunch of boxes trying to figure out where the wheels are or whatever. So that helps out a ton. Plus, if you're done with a model and if you're not into keeping the boxes, you can cut remaining parts off the trees and put them in their proper categories, and then you're building a stash of parts. Let's face it, like the 29 kit and some of your other 2-in-1 kits come with multiple other parts, and you got extras. So you never know when you're going to need them for those builds. So I do want to touch on one more topic here. Starting to see this pop up again, and it's quite shameful, to be honest with you. And I'm going to try and be very PC about this. So MCM, which is a previous publication, is now back on Facebook dangling the carrot that they're going back into production. So my advice to you as somebody that's been chumped on this particular publication is to not subscribe to that thing at all. Stay away from it. Yes, I will give them credit when the publication was working. It had some great content. It had some beautiful pictures in there. But my story is this simple. I made the fatal mistake, and I want you to learn from that, is that I subscribed the first time, and then it got blotchy halfway through the subscription. I was told by many people that I consider my friends that are very well into the hobby that the individuals were going through some health situations, and within 30 or 40 days they were going to be hopefully back on track. The renewal thing came in the mail. I then renewed because I thought, hey, I like having this magazine show up on my doorstep. Saves me a trip from driving into the hobby shop. So what happens? Magazine goes AWOL. I reached out to them via email. 1, haven't received all of the first subscription. 2, already paid for a second one. Nothing. Crickets. Nada. So now, 8 months, a year later, there's been nothing from that magazine. Probably over a year for me. If somebody else has got any issues, that's news to me. They're dangling a carrot on Facebook that they're going back into production. Okay, all you did now was stir the pot. My advice to you is don't be like me. Do not subscribe to that magazine at all. That publication is not going to go anywhere, not unless you had some quality people that have a good reputation that buys that thing, rebrands it, and starts over. That thing has done nothing but been toxic. It sounds like they can't keep people that to work for them that are photographers, freelancers, whatever. It is horrible publication. So don't be like me. Don't get chumped. I work my ass off for my money, and then to get suckered the way that is terrible. So if you see the magazine and it's in your hobby shop or it's in your newsstand, wherever, and you can actually grab the thing and you think it's great and you can walk it up to the counter and pay for it, that's fine. Buy it that way. But do not be like me and send them any kind of money, because I guarantee you, you're going to be a sucker just like me. So just don't do it. That's going to be my rant for the month probably. And I generally don't like doing that. I've had to really, really bite my tongue in telling you people this, but I just don't want to see anybody else get suckered into what I've got suckered into, and other great people in this hobby, whether they've been channel content creators or just people that are just in the hobby, in the background, enjoying the hobby, that wanted to see the shows come to their doorstep and do that. Now, I do not have anything to do with this other magazine. I have not even subscribed to the other magazines. There is another one that just started, which I do not know the name of it. And then there's another one that is Auto Model Magazine, or Auto Modeler Magazine, that Scott Comer does. And a lot of people are raving about that magazine. So if you're looking for show content to come to your door, I would look at those other guys. But do not fall for the fake book thing, especially with the MCM one. That is a no-go. And I'm not the only person in that boat. So it sucks for me to tell you negative stuff, but I feel that if I didn't tell you and you got suckered into spending money like me and many others, I would feel bad that I didn't warn you. So to everybody out there, have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your Mother's Day. I'm going to post this video and I got to get my butt going to visit my mom. And then I need to come back here and start cleaning and spit shining some models for NNL North next weekend. So have a great one, everybody, and we'll see you later. Peace out.